Okay, so one of the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at how to actually build the LinkedIn profile, the link tree, and what to do. All right, so one of the first things that you have to do is make sure that you have a professional looking photo, right? So instead of paying for headshots and all these other things that are sold online, you take your cell phone. See, this rear camera, whether it's Android, this is a Pixel, whether it's Android or iPhone or whatever phone you have, the resolution on these cameras in the rear of the phone are a much higher resolution than the front side of the phone, right? So what you want to do is basically turn the phone on a horizontal lane way, and after you turn the phone horizontal, go ahead and have the photo taken, right? So if you have something that if you don't have it, uh, like for example, you have these things like a selfie stick, right? So this is a selfie stick tripod, and essentially what this is it allows you to kind of just put the phone on the stand, and as you can see here, it allows you to actually set the phone sideways on the stand. Now, this is the most optimal solution, but not everybody has money to pay $10 for a selfie stick. So if that's the case, then what you do is you basically set the phone up on a desk or a table that is eye level and take the photo, right? That's first. Now, once you take the photo, you can download Canva to your phone and then upload the raw photo from your phone. So let me just show you what that looks like. Okay. Now, I went ahead and generated this photo with AI. Do not recommend using AI photos. Use your own photo. This is only for demonstration purposes, right? So we're going to go ahead and take this photo, and this was created with Night Cafe, right? Please do not put AI photos on the internet. Use your own photo because you're the one applying for jobs, right? So go ahead and save as. We're going to go ahead and call this. Uh, let's move this to pictures and IT, right? So let's just name it IT. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and create. So this is the result of what it should look like, right? So basically, a photo of your face, right? You put a background color that is relevant to you and your branding. And then you're going to go ahead and create a LinkedIn background profile where you see this section here underneath 300 trained does not have anything in the way. So it's not blocking or cutting off your photo. So let's go ahead and get started, right? So generally, the resolution is about 300 by 300 or 500 by 500, right? Either one doesn't matter, but that's the same photo you want to use on any of your social media, right? So if you're going to use Twitter, if your social media should be geared towards your technical background, right? And what you're branding and what you're marketing, your link tree, your Twitter, your Instagram, whatever you're going to use for branding yourself as an IT professional, use the same photo, right? So here you go. Okay, now let's go ahead and create a design. Let's go to custom size. Let's make this 500 by 500. Create a new design. Now, make sure that you name this because you might not remember, right? So let's just say profile. I got this mic in my way. Profile photo, and then date it, right? Because you might want to go back and change it later, right? So you see the background is white, right? Let's not mess with that for right now. Let's go ahead and upload that photo. Okay. And where were we? We saved it as upload pictures, IT. Okay. Let's go ahead and upload that photo. Now, you don't want to keep the background, right? So you want to go ahead and wipe out the background, basically stretch it to the length of the picture. You can also stretch it out, but I recommend keeping the shoulders and everything in. So let me just go Control Z, and go back, right? So keep the shoulders in the photo. You don't need a photo that is below your shoulder. Right? It's not a dating website. Okay. So just bring it to your shoulders. That is enough. A little bit below is fine. But like I said, it's not a dating website for women and men. You're not there to look sexy. You're there to look professional. All right. So let's go ahead and remove the background. Okay. Now the background has been removed. Right now, the color that you have in the background, of course, you're going to see because we didn't change the color is white, right? So if you want to change that color from white, or say for example, you want to make the background black, right? You just move the photo down, click on it, and then let's say we make it black, right? Black is good. And you change the edit the photo, but maybe you want to put some color, right? Let's put some color. Let's make it like a light blue shade, And it goes by your skin tone too. So if you have a darker skin tone, you might want to have a lighter color. If you have a lighter skin tone, you might want to have a darker color. You just play with it how you feel is best for you, right? So I'm just showing you like an example of different colors. Let's just stick with blue, right? So now the photo itself, you want to mess with the resolution, edit it, make it look nice, right? Now you can do auto adjust where it will actually make it brighter, and it can make you look cartoonish. But essentially, let's go ahead and Control Z. All right, go back to where you were. So I'll go ahead and do auto adjust, right? Makes it a little light. Then you can go down and mess with the sharpness of the photo, make the hair stand out a little bit more. You can darken it up a little bit and make it look a little sharper. The clarity is a little bit better. You can increase the black if you want. You can make it lighter, but you don't want it looking cartoonish of your photo, right? Then go ahead, look at the shadows. Might want to bring it in up a little bit more. Highlights, and you just kind of just tweak, play, see what option works for you. And then when you upload the photo, you kind of look at it and see which one looks the best. Lighter, darker, bring it up a little bit more. Okay. And tint, you're making the colors a little bit deeper blue. You want a little bit lighter, green, whatever. So you just kind of just tweak it just a little bit, right? Now, when you get the photo to where you want it to be, then you go ahead, file, save as, or sorry, download as. And also, one of the things I do recommend with Canva is if you're going to save the file, go ahead and move to like you want to make a folder and then move it to your folder. If you're going to have marketing, whatever, go ahead and save it to that folder so you know how to get back to it. Sometime when you start doing a lot of images in Canva, you can you start to find stuff. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go download as. Let me just mess with this a little bit more. All right, file, download. Okay, then it's going to come up. PNG. So generally PNG or JPG, right? These are the both options that you can use. Don't worry about anything else, right? So I'm gonna leave it as a PNG, then go ahead and download the file, right? Now, once you download the file, then you go to your LinkedIn profile and you edit, you click on edit. That's for the banner. Just want to show you that. So now for the photo, right? You click on it'll be blank if you don't have anything. If you do have something that's kind of crappy looking, you go ahead and click on that. And then you will add photo or edit, delete, whatever. You can delete the photo, add photo, whatever. But go ahead and click on add photo and then add the new photo, right? Let's just do a simulation, right? Let's add new photo. Okay. Move it around. Let me hide this. Save photo. Okay. Now we have the new photo. You see, it looks good, right? So you want to make sure your photo looks professional, right? It's eye catching, and that's how human beings are. Human beings like things to look nice, right? Same thing with a profile banner. You go ahead and create your banner, and then as you can see, underneath 300 train, there's nothing in the way, right? So you see here when you post it, there's nothing in the way. And it should be relevant to your background, relevant to whatever you're selling, relevant to your IT background. If you're doing a uh, cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, Linux engineer, cybersecurity engineer, it should be something relevant to your background, and the color scheme should be similar to your photo, right? So let's go ahead and change me back, right? People like, man, that ain't Shay. All right, let's go ahead and just download this again. File, download. You're seeing it twice, right? So I'm download the photo, headshot LinkedIn. And I like to name things because, everybody can't remember exactly what something is. Let me go ahead and just change this back. We're going to delete the photo. And now there's nothing there. Let's go ahead and upload a photo, headshot LinkedIn, and we're back. Okay. Now that's the LinkedIn profile banner and the photo, right? Now, when you go down here, you see this LinkedIn learn for 1099, this link. You can name this thing anything, right? I highly recommend that you make sure that you complete this link. That's the link to your socials or something you're selling, right? Go straight down, all the way down, and it says website. put your link there, and then put whatever text you want to put there to get people to actually click on it. Usually it's your portfolio or your link to your profile, your socials, and this is where Linktree comes in, right? So let's click here and we go to the Linktree. Now, how to complete the Linktree. Let me just walk you through how to complete the Linktree. So let's go ahead and go to admin. So essentially, you go to Linktree, right? So let's just show you Linktree. And like I said, this mic is in my mouth. So let me just show you this real quick. Linktree. All right. Okay. So you go to Linktree website, click on sign up for free, and then you create your profile, right? Now, let's go back. Okay, and we're back, right? So you go into your Linktree, click on links, and you can really do this whole thing up. You can pay for an advanced structure, whatever works for you. But basically, you put your social media links. It does allow you to see what's clicked and who clicked on it, etc. So uh, it's very important to make sure you have this all filled out, right? So your social media is up here. You click on the three dots up top, click on edit image, edit social icons. That's how you add your social media. Okay. And then after you do that, you edit your image. You go ahead, and this is where you upload your own image. This is where you upload that profile photo, right? That profile photo is where you upload that. Or if you're doing a business, you upload your logo, right? Now, edit display name. This is where you put your display name. This is where you see this information right here. Okay. Now, you can have a shop if you're selling something. You can change your appearance if you want to mess with that. You know, I made my appearance black as a black background because a lot of my themes are black in color. And you can actually, you will have to pay for some customizations if you want to customize the color and things like that. So, anyway. All right. Social planner, and it kind of gets into the website. This is not a linked tree marketing video, but this is basically just how to take a look and see, what's going on the website, who's clicking what, and basically the utilization of the website, settings, etc. And you can go real far with Linktree as far as like selling something, SEO, tracking, a lot of different things. That's why it's so important to use a Linktree so you can see the traffic coming to you, where it's going to. And if you want to deep dive into that, if you're doing the business, is really important. But if you're not doing the business, then it's just important to kind of see what's happening with how people are interacting with your profile coming from LinkedIn. And that's why it is so important, right? Now, let's go on. So that's the link tree. You want to put it there. Now, you want to make sure you put an about statement that is geared towards your background. Make it simple. It doesn't need to be a book because nobody's going to sit there reading all of that, right? 1 or 2 paragraphs is enough, right? If you offer any services, put that there. Now, you want to feature things that are going to draw people to your profile. So if you're new to IT, you want to put your profile portfolio. And then you want to have a photo that is big, catchy. Don't just dump any kind of photo there. Go ahead and go into Canva, create a photo, and put that there as the link. So basically what you do is you click on the plus symbol, add a link, and then once you put the link, then you add the photo that you customize, right? Make it large, make it visually catchy, and then make people want to click on it, right? You don't need to have 100 things and featured. Just have the stuff that's relevant for your profile, what you're trying to do, whether you're running a business or consulting, IT consulting, freelance consulting, IT, or you're looking for a job and you want to demonstrate your profile, your background, and you want people to click on it and go. Now, posting. If you're on LinkedIn, you need to post, right? You can't just dump your profile there and just not do nothing with it, because it shows that you're active on the platform. And there's a lot of people that are heavily active on the platform, especially IT professionals, whether they're systems administrator, hiring officials. You want to interact and network inside your community and kind of build your networking, your environment, and also demonstrate that you have this capability and skill that you speak about, reposting relevant information. And like I said in earlier videos, make sure that you're not war banging with people on the internet, because your comments can be seen by anyone. So just be professional and be mindful of what you're responding to, what you're commenting on, and what photos or videos or content you're liking, etc. It does matter. And some people do check, right? Because they're looking at your background. You're going to be hired for their company or doing consulting for them. They don't want a nutcase. Nobody wants a nut or a headache. Nobody, right? So just be mindful of that, right? Now, put your job, your information, put a description, and put a link to the website, right? So if you have a job there, right, then you put your description there, put links to the website that you worked at if it's relevant, right? So worked in so many different government jobs, I can't add links for every single federal facility that I worked at, so I didn't do it, right? So based on, what you figure is appropriate. If you have any military, then you put that. If you're a military veteran, any bases you worked, but generally you don't need to put the entire. If you've been in IT for decades, right? You put what's relevant, what's necessary, and you don't need to put every single individual job. If you work there for less than a year, I don't know. Everybody's got a different feeling on that, but whatever. You don't want to make your history look crazy. You see what I'm saying? So you put your college education if you have it. If you don't and you have certificates, then put the certificate there, right? Put the certificate, put the link to the certificate that you can see the certificate, right? And go ahead and put a link to the website where you got the training, right? Make sure that you can click on it and be able to go directly to the website that you got the training. You got some people that do. I mean, when I was hiring people, I did that. I used to check candidates. So, put the links there. Make it easy for people to verify and look at your background, right? Now, certifications. This is the biggie for me, right? So if you can't get a verifiable credential, don't put it on your profile, right? Don't put links to PDF files. It needs to be verifiable by a third party, right? Like, for example, so AWS Solutions Architect Associate, this is my AWS cert. It did expire. I need to renew it, but still, put the show credential there so that you can go to Creedly and verify with the badge, right? This is very important. I see so many people that don't do this, and it's just stupid. It's just lazy, So go ahead and put the credential. Put if and this is a big thing for me, and this is personal, but take your exams at a physical testing center instead of online, right? It gives more credibility to you if somebody needs to verify if there's something that happens shady. Say, for example, right? You get someone that has a shady testing center and you legitimately went and took your test. You have a legitimate answer sheet and there's no problem, right? Depending on the country that you're in. So you have a way to verify that you physically went because you scheduled it. You can see it scheduled inside of the Pearson View portal or whatever, Prometric, whatever. It shows you on camera on site at the facility. It shows you on camera taking the actual exam. So if there's any dispute about did you take the certification exam, you can prove that you were the one that were there, right? So you don't have to worry about anything if anybody, because there are times where they will invalidate, if they find cheating, they will invalidate exams for all of the people that use that testing center unless you can verify that you actually were the person that took the test. So it actually can be very important if it gets to that point. And it does happen. Don't think it doesn't happen. It happens, right? Now, if you take other credentials, like this is Introduction to Cybersecurity, it's a Creedly badge, go ahead and click on it, and there you go, right? Now, if it's a non-standard, non-Creedly badge, like for example with Shades Tech, we use Certifier, right? So just make sure that it is a third-party verifier, right? Like, so you see, for example, here, you can verify credential. It allows you to verify the credential, verify the user, right? So, and then it shows, what you had to do to actually get this cert, and that it's not some rubber stamp garbage that somebody's just creating and making. You got a badge, etc., and it shows the actual certificate, and it's verifiable by a third party. So that's actually really important, right? Now let's kind of go back. Now you want to do this for any IT certifications. Now, what I see all of the time with different people is they're dumping a whole bunch of classes they took. Don't put a bunch of classes, right? They're not certification. And this is what this area is for. It's for certifications, right? So say, for example, if you do Cloud and you get a certificate and it's a verifiable third-party badge, then go ahead and put it because you can verify that you actually got that information. Like you learned that information. But if you can't verify anything, right, with some kind of badge, then don't put it there. Don't put certificates there. Put stuff that's verifiable by a third party. All right. Then kind of go down. Don't just put random crap. It needs to be relevant to what you're either applying for as a job or consulting for as an IT professional. Don't just put random crap, right? So go down, and after that, you see, this is where you can shine with your projects, right? So if you're new to IT, then you want to go ahead and add your projects, right? add your projects and links to your projects so that they can verify and see that you actually did it. This is why LinkedIn can be so important for your background, right? For anybody that wants to kind of look and see that you have this, background, right? You're volunteering, put it there, put a link there. If it's relevant to you as a professional, then you put your volunteering there, right? Recommendations are actually, I've had many people look at my recommendations and I got interviews based upon recommendations, right? So they actually do matter and they are important. If you do any publication, add it in. So add everything in, right? If you speak a language and you have some kind of level of competency with that language, then go ahead and add it to your profile. If you can't read, understand, speak, or do anything with the language, don't put it there, right? Because what if somebody calls you in relation to that language and you can't say anything, right? You can't talk at all. So don't put it there if you can't have any level of conversation related to whatever it is, right? Okay, and that's it. All right, that's the LinkedIn profile, and you want to make sure you have this stuff done before you start applying to jobs. Okay, all right.